Hey there, this is Talia Lutzker of Talia's Kitchen and Ayurveda Every Day with Talia. Hello. So, eyes have been on my mind a lot because I've been having so many eye issues. And I don't know if you can see it super well right now, but I have a sty in my right eye and it came up a few days ago. So painful, so enormous. And I actually wasn't going to do a Facebook Live with it on my face because I was so horrified. But today I'm feeling good about myself. And I was like, who cares what I look like with a Facebook Live? I'm going to go and do it anyway. So I'm very proud of myself for being here. But I wanted to talk about some Ayurvedic remedies that I have found to be absolutely invaluable when it comes to caring for the eyes. So I hope that you find these few tips really useful for you. And I will talk specifically about how I'm getting rid of the sty because it is really working and I'm so grateful. So, first of all, Ayurveda is the holistic healthcare system that comes from India, and it believes that change is always possible. So if you're ever in a rut where you're concerned, like, I don't know if I can change what's going on for me, Ayurveda says, yes, you can. You just need the right tools and the right understanding to know how to shift it to back towards health. So with the eyes, like if you're kind of losing your eyesight, and that's one of the issues that you're experiencing, which I have to say I'm in my mid to late 40s, and I have noticed that my eyes have been different. The clarity has changed over the past year or so. So one of the practices that we use in both yoga and Ayurveda is a sister science to yoga, is to literally exercise the eyes and to stimulate the muscles of your eyes so that you strengthen them. And when you strengthen those tissues, you're able to see more clearly. And I swear to you, this works so, so well. So if eyesight has been an issue for you or vision, try this little practice and I'll show you. It's basically stretching your eye in all the different directions that you can possibly stretch it. So I'll take a deep breath in to kind of go in one direction. So I'm going to go kind of up and to the right first. And you literally just are looking as far that way as you can because this is the stretch. This is the stretch of these optical muscles and nerves. And you're stretching that way. And then you can release it on an exhale. And then you stretch the exact opposite direction. So now I'm going to the exact opposite corner. I look as far down into the left as I can, and then I'll come back on an exhale. So you can do that in all directions. You can do circles going one way and then the other. It is amazing. And after just doing that for even a minute or two, which I'll sometimes do even with my eyes closed, but it is more effective when you do it with your eyes open. After just a few minutes of that, you can have more clarity in your eyesight. And of course, it depends on how degenerated your tissue is. You might need to do it more frequently or for a little bit longer to really see the results in your own body. But I find it to be pretty instantaneous. And then I want to talk about what do you do when you have something in your eye? So I've been to India um, three separate times. I've spent about 6 months total in India. I love that country so much and I can't wait to go back. But there's many areas that are crazy, crazy polluted. Tons of vehicles, dust in the air, and it can be very challenging to be out in the city when there's that much pollution. So this doesn't have to be that you're in India. You might be in New York City or San Francisco or Dallas, Texas. But what do you do to help clear the dust and the congestion without going and getting like a total eye treatment from an Ayurvedic practitioner, which is also an option. So what I do is I just make this continuously. This is what I call my eye wash. And when I'm keeping it the most simple, all it is, and this is a 10 milliliter bottle. You would probably make this in a 1 ounce bottle first, and then this would be what you could travel with. But you put 1 ounce of rose water into a 1 ounce glass bottle. If you want, you can use the one with a little dropper at the top, and then you can use it anytime, with 1 drop of frankincense essential oil. And if you're going to do this, because this is a very intimate practice into one of your orifices, use super high quality frankincense, like the one from doTERRA or from Floracopia. I do not recommend buying essential oils at health food stores. I don't feel that, I personally am not seeing brands of essential oils, especially at these big chain health food stores, which is what most of us have access to now. I am not seeing quality essential oils that have been vetted in the way that they should be vetted. So essential oils go straight to your bloodstream. It's sacred medicine that has a very clear function, and frankincense is a clarifying essential oil. It's an oil for calming the mind. It's anti-inflammatory. It's a little bit astringent, as is the rose water. So when there is dust or dirt or toxicity that's creating inflammation in the eyes, rose water with frankincense can really help to clear that out. If you're super sensitive to essential oils, you might even make like 8 ounces of rose water with 1 drop of frankincense, and then take that with you so that it's more diluted. I'm sensitive to essential oils, as everybody is, but I find that I'm able to do it in 1 ounce of rose water, and it feels amazing. And then the other thing that I've been doing for this sty, because this is a bacterial infection, it's not necessarily contagious. It's not like you catch it from somebody else, but it can just be that you somehow got exposed to some kind of bacteria, and it creates basically like a ball of inflamed fluid in either your lower eyelid or your upper eyelid, and then it needs to drain. So you want to put whatever you can put on it that will help to relieve the inflammation, the bacterial infection. So again, rose water with the frankincense, I use that. But sometimes, and what I've been doing for this sty is I've taken, like if I look at this bottle again, I have done about 2/3 of the rose water with frankincense and the other third colloidal silver, because I want to get that extra antiviral, antibacterial, like medicine into my eye. So I've just been doing those drops probably, I don't know, 12 times a day, 13 times a day, just to flush. And then, of course, I've been, if you ever read about styes online or read it in any book, it always says to use a hot compress. So I'll use my eye wash, and then I'll immediately cover my eye with like a hot compress of some kind, or even a hot tea bag. I've just been using what I've had around. So I've had Tulsi rose tea, and I've been using that. One day I used a turmeric tea, which surprisingly felt amazing. I thought it would end up burning me, but it actually felt really, really good. And another day I used ginger tea, which was also very soothing. So these anti-inflammatories that I thought would be too strong ended up feeling very nourishing. And then I've also been using a gua sha to drain the area around the eye, so you can see where all the inflammation is. I'm not trying to push on that because it's too painful. It's not going to happen. But there's also pressure usually around the eye itself. So in all these nooks and crannies here, and in your sinus cavities. So what I've been doing is I've been using my gua sha on my face, when I have oil on my face, to really loosen and open up the sinus passages. And this morning, after I did a whole gua sha session, I went ahead and used my neti pot to clear my sinuses. And lo and behold, it was really not congested, like there was a lot of phlegm, but it was congested, like the water was very slow to move through my sinus passages, so it was kind of intense. But then I went and used my gua sha again, and I just felt all this relief around my eye kind of all morning long. So I'm just going to keep doing this all day in addition to my warm compresses. So I think this is really cool information to share. I hope you think so too, because what I love about Ayurveda is that it really goes the extra mile in terms of using your hands and using all of the tools that you have at your disposal to create the change that you're needing to create. In this case, I'm trying to get rid of a sty, especially because next Wednesday I have a professional photo shoot. So pray for me. I don't have this on my face when that happens. But if I do, I'll make the best of it. So thank you so much for watching. And if you need any more information about the neti pot that I described, you can go to taliaskitchen.com/blog and just do a quick scroll down. I've got a couple different blogs about how to use a neti pot, and there's lots of really cool information in both of those articles. So check those out, and I hope to see you next time on my Facebook Live, which I call the Vitality Sessions. I forgot to say that in the beginning, but thanks so much. Hey, Deborah. Aw. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.